California.
Yeah, they're going after medical marijuana dispensaries. It's incredible. I mean, there's photos.
They confiscated guns in New Orleans.
It's spooky, you know. I mean, I don't understand politics enough to say that I believe that, you know, Barack Obama's going to make a change. But I think one thing that he's good for is the psyche of the country. Yeah. I think that what he represents to people is a new possibility. The fact that a guy who is a half black guy from a single mom can make it.
No, that's a positive thing. We're going to come back and talk about that.
Positive.
The problem is he's going to make everybody love their slavery as this agenda happens and make them feel good.
Maybe he infiltrated. Maybe he got into the system and he's gonna clean it up from the inside.
With Secretary of Defense Gates?
Well, maybe he knows that the Anunnaki are coming and the world ends in 2012.
Stay there, Joe Rogan. Stay with us.
Do you understand how dark it is? How far down the line we are? How late it is?
JoeRogan.net is the website. He's got a huge MySpace with millions of people. Joe, what's the best site for folks to check out for all your comedy, your material, the work you're doing, your political statements?
JoeRogan.net's the best site to check out. I have a Facebook page and a MySpace page and everything, and I do go on those, but my website, JoeRogan.net, is where I do most of my stuff. And then I have a message board on JoeRogan.net that I'm on pretty much every day.
Continuing with Barack Obama, he's created a separate USAservice.org, never before done, under himself, private.
What does that mean?
And they're running national, it's not government, they're running national TV ads as government ads saying, join this. It's gotten hundreds of thousands of members in a week and a half. And when you study history, that is classical fascism or Mao Zedong communism when, you know, Mao had his own private group of youth. And then on top of that, I'm sure you've heard they want 18 to 24 forced compulsory, a new domestic army as big as the U.S. military.
That's what Obama wants?
Absolutely. You want me to pull the clips?
Well, tell me, yeah. Explain it to me.
No, I mean,
this is what he wants? He wants a youth army for domestic issues?
And they're talking about
voluntary?
No, compulsory. There's compulsory. One that's compulsory, but he's going to have a separate volunteer corps that's private under him. Running with government money on TV.
Wow.
I mean,
what's he planning?
I mean, isn't it dangerous any time in history?
Sure.
When they say, get behind this guy and he'll fix it?
Yes, I think it's always dangerous. And I think right now we're very desperate for something to bring us back to normal. I mean, people were living in fantasy land for a long time. You know, they got wealthy with very little effort, and I think people just want that to come back again. They want our economy to blossom to the ridiculous proportions that it was in the past.
So they'll drink the Kool-Aid if the Kool-Aid server claims they'll bring Valhalla back.
Right. Or, you know, but who knows what his motivation is? I mean, his motivation may be pure. I mean, his motivation may very well be that he's trying to fix the predicament that we're in, or he may be a New World Order shill, ladies and gentlemen.
I have him on video calling for a New World Order.
Oh, what was he saying?
He said we all want a New World Order.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well, do you think that people, when they say a New World Order, do they mean like a new order to the world?
Well, they've all written books.
Or do they mean like New World Order as in like Darth Vader type stuff?
Well, his advisors have written books about what they mean.
And what did they say?
Like Rahm Emanuel said, National Forest Service, everyone will have to serve. And they say the New World Order means a world government.
One world government.
Run by the private banks.
Oh, what a good idea. It's so ridiculous. I mean, we're never going to get to the point where, you know, I give you gold and, you know, and you give me a side of beef. You know, we're not going to get to that spot anymore. You know, it's always going to be dictated by money and credit, and things just get so ethereal. They just get so
And because they control
intangible.
it, because they control that ether, they rule. I showed you this article out of the L.A. Times 2 days ago.
What is this?
The woman's children spilt the Bloody Mary, were fighting, so she spatted one on the leg.
She hit it. She hit the kid?
Well, but she wasn't charged because spanking isn't illegal. Hurting them is.
Okay.
She was charged with a disturbance as a terrorist on a plane.
Right.
And is given a big prison sentence. Let me just read it.
A prison sentence?
In-flight confrontations can lead to terrorism charges. Reporting from Los Angeles and Oklahoma City, Tamara Jo Freeman was on the Frontier Airlines flight to Denver in 2007 when her two children began to quarrel. She's a reporter. Over the window shade and then spilled a Bloody Mary in her lap. She spanked each of them on the thigh with 3 swats. It was a small incident, but one that highlighted the anxiety of September 11th attacks would eventually have enormous ramifications for Freeman and her children. A flight attendant confronted Freeman, who was reported by hurling a few profanities And then it goes on. The incident aboard the Frontier flight ultimately led to Freeman's arrest and conviction for a federal felony defined as an act of terrorism under the USA Patriot Act, the controversial federal law enacted after 2001 attacks in Washington. They arrested her, didn't allow her to have a lawyer under terror charges for 3 months till she pled guilty.
So she was locked up for 3 months?
And until she pled guilty. See, that's what they do in the Patriot Act. But then it goes on to say 200 people alone on flights charged with terrorism for as much as arguing. It says that.
Well, they do have, like, a lot of flight attendants especially, do have this crazy attitude. Like, when they tell you to shut off your phone, if you didn't listen to them, if you weren't paying attention, and they'll come over you like they're soldiers. It gets like they have the power to get rid of you. Sir, I will ask you off this plane. Like, whoa.
Joe, stay there. Quick break, long segment coming up. You want to take calls? Talk to Joe Rogan here in studio. The police chief will show about 10, 15 minutes after. And I'm tempted to bring the police chief in here and asking police state questions and have Joe jump on him.
Oh, whoa. Not while I'm here. I'll do that over the phone. I don't want to get arrested pulling out of the station.
I didn't mean physically jump on him.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, talk to him, jump on him is a bad idea.
But I meant that as a joke. The police chief's a nice, friendly guy. I found out from folks that it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Point is, he goes around at the police station doing Alex Jones imitations.
Oh, nice.
So it's so we heard the police chief was friendly towards us. I don't really like what he's doing. He does forced blood draws at checkpoints here in Austin.
They draw what?
And so we called him up, and he agreed to come in the studio last
Forced
time.
blood draws?
Yes.
Now, why do they do blood draws? Is that a more accurate way of detecting alcohol?
Yeah, but it
in the
violates
system?
the Fourth Amendment. You're supposed to be able to refuse that, or they're supposed to get a warrant, but they don't. They have these rubber stamp warrants, and they use the Patriot Act to do it.
Wow.
But he's real nice. He'll give you all these excuses for it. He's like, oh, Alex, I like your show. I heard you say this. I heard you do that.
And what's his excuse
and
for
he'll do an Alex
taking your
Jones
blood?
imitation. I'll tell you right now, we're going to... I'm sorry.
What's his excuse for taking your blood?
To catch the alcohol in it. If you refuse to give a breathalyzer at a checkpoint, which is your Fourth Amendment right, the courts have said what they're doing is illegal. They just go ahead and do it.
They prick your finger?
No, they suck. The cops hold you down if need be and suck it out of it.
They do an IV? Like they go into your vein?
Yeah, like when you take blood when you go to the doctor.
That's hilarious. You going to trust cops to do that?
They tried. They've done it like in Tucson and Austin, a few other cities. They tried it in Indiana. Like 4 or 5 states are trying it. Cities in 4 or 5 states. And the hospitals refuse. They show up without warrants saying, take this guy's blood, and the hospitals go,
What if
no.
it's like a giant fat guy and you can't get a vein?
Cops just keep plunging the needle.
Oh.
All right, Joe.
I was going to say something dirty, but we're on the radio.
Well, Joe, after we got caught with that satanic video we did.
Yes, the satanic video we did in the bathroom of the state capitol house.
Yes.
What is that building? What's that building? Is that a state capitol building? Beautiful building.
Oh, man.
Smoke pot in that bathroom.
I didn't know you did that. You didn't do that.
We did it on video, man. What are you talking about?
I don't smoke pot.
I did. You didn't.
Joe, your memory...
You said it made you paranoid.
Joe,
we have it on video.
Your memory is getting clouded.
No, we have it on video.
You were in the...
It's in the Cap City bathroom. We pretended it was the bathroom of the Capitol building. Remember?
Yes, for the film. Okay,
Exactly.
Okay, I was freaking out.
No, I'm just playing.
I was saying, oh my God, SWAT teams are on there.
We did not do that. We did not do that. No, we did not do that.
Oh my God.
You're a little nervous.
Well, no, because people are going to... I shouldn't even joke and say it was a secret satanic ceremony. Because it's a video sold in stores, but people grab it, and again...
How could it be a satanic ceremony if we have rubber George Bush masks on?
No,
Is that saying that...
They say they caught me. They say it's secret. It's like every week we talk here on air, and then kind of behind the scenes, internet stream only, I'll talk to guests sometimes. And then people grab that and say, look, this was Alex Jones caught secretly saying this, as if then that makes it more special.
Well, that is the problem, with
Disinfo.
the internet.
Yeah.
Well, also with the internet, there's so much of you out there. There's so many times that you've talked, so many, times you've been on the radio, and all of it is available to dissect and you could always find something. I mean, if you follow me all day, every day, for sure I'm going to be a retard 25, 30 minutes a day. If you chop that up and just only showed that, you would go, God, that guy's retarded.
Well, well, they do worse than that. I'll be speaking out against racist, and then they edit it together
right.
where I'm saying, kill black people.
Wow.
In fact, they've edited it together where I talk about in Tennessee or in Denver when white supremacists tried to get Obama, they edit that together where it's me saying I'm going to get him.
Well, it's going to get really squirrely when people can actually imitate your voice exactly with a computer, and that's not too far away.
Well, the government's already got it, but yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, sound is, you can manipulate sound. I mean, you look at what they can do with CGI, what they can do with computer graphics, and make, computer games look so realistic, and of course what they can do in movies. I mean, it's incredible now. I mean, they're going to be able to do that with sound, and at a certain point in time, they are going to be able to say whatever they want and write it out and have a computer literally speak, so it could be an exact replica of Alex Jones' voice. You won't even be necessary. The New World Order will tell everybody what needs to be done. They'll have you in here like what's that dude that died? Weekend at Bernie's? That's who you'll be. You'll have a stick up your ass, and you'll be sitting in that chair, and they'll just have your lips move. Well,
CGI I've decided George Bush is an all right guy. I've decided I like Obama. Meanwhile, I'm wearing cement shoes in Lake Tahoe.
Exactly.
And Alex Jones just goes on forever.
You're all CGI.
I used to believe in the New World Order, but it doesn't exist. Now let's cut to the New World Order capital and the world leader.
Exactly. All your friends would be like, man, it just doesn't seem like Alex.